Hey everyone, and welcome back to another CC overview video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Paige, aka the other Simmer, and today in this video we'll be looking at one very large CC clutter set by 𝘭𝘭𝘮𝘳, and that is their 𝘙𝘩𝘪𝑡 set. So this item does have a total of 84 objects, and that's spanning from stationery, electronics, notebooks, and storage items. Now there are a few of the electronic items that are functional, so we'll be taking a look at those towards the end, but I did set aside everything in this set so we can look at those color swatches. But in this cute little study corner, I just put that together so you guys can see some of the items and get an idea of how you can lay them out. So once you come into the build by menu, you're going to want to type in 𝘙𝘩𝘪 in the search bar. That's 𝘠𝑢𝑑𝑦𝑏𝑙𝑟, and you'll be met with all of the items within the CC set. Now I believe all of the items here do have color swatches, so it definitely gives you a large variety to kind of mess around with. You can make everything just one cohesive color, or you can definitely mix and match. So starting off here, I put out some erasers, some pens, pencils, markers, the cute little washi tape items, and also we do have some baskets, some wire baskets. So we're going to go ahead and check out the color swatches here. I absolutely love the color range on a lot of these objects, because not only do they range from that light to dark with your basic whites, blacks, and grays, and also a really nice beige color, but you do get a very nice palette of pastels and some brighter colors. You might also see some muted colors without this set. But with these cute little erasers, I love the variety of different shapes that you get, especially with this two-toned one. As you can see here, we do have one side that is a lighter color, and the other side is the darker version of that color. And then with this little pen here, we do have like geometric shapes going on here, and you also get those same type of two-tone colors, which is actually a really nice addition to this set. Because when zooming in here, like you get those geometric shapes, but it does give a cartoony feel or like a throwback feel, and I love having this addition in here because all of these items pretty much give your Sims a little bit more personality when setting up their spaces. And with this vivid marker, this is definitely giving me like Sharpie vibes, and I absolutely love it. Like, look at this color range on these swatches. So you have like your nice basic colors at the bottom, but you also have these really pretty pastel colors here towards the bottom as well. And then it kind of shifts into these brighter colors, some darker colors, very like saturated colors or oversaturated colors, and I absolutely love that. Because when 𝘭𝘭𝘮 did some promo pictures on their Tumblr, I was able to kind of see like, oh, you know, you can lay these out, have different color swatches going on to make it seem like you have all of the colors in the rainbow, or you have just specific ones laying out on your desk or in your little cubbies or any of these storage containers we have. And with this washi tape here, this is an absolutely beautiful piece of clutter CC. I personally have always been kind of mesmerized by washi tape, because when I was trying to get into scrapbooking, it was always one thing that I looked forward to looking at the most because of all the beautiful patterns or the cute patterns and just the variety that you have out there. So I think this piece of CC did a wonderful job at giving you those different types of patterns, those different types of colors, and you can see like a lot of the patterns will be the same, but they'll have different colors to it. Then we have a pastel pen, a standard pen, and we also do have the digital Maestro stylus that comes with the functional tablet in this set. We have your standard number 2 pencil, a ballpoint pen, and we have a really nice big highlighter here. So going over those color swatches, you do get those nice bright colors, but you also get some really nice pastel colors in that mix too, especially with the stylus pen. I really like how you still get those basic colors, especially with the stylus pen, to match with the tablet here, because in real life you do get those like silvers, those blacks, those beiges, the white, but it's really nice to have those pastel colors as well. So cycling through more of these color swatches, you can definitely see the wide range here, but we also have this cute pencil in the back that gives off those same type of patterns that you might find on the washi tape. So like I said previously, you can definitely make everything cohesive within this set, or you can mix and match. I think everything flows pretty nicely together. And then with the scissor object that we have here, I absolutely love this object because look at this. Like, you could just choose one of these patterns to just take over the whole set of scissors and really bring that pop of color and pop of pattern into your setup. But there's also some color swatches where the top of these scissors will stay a pattern and the bottom of the scissors will be that metal color that we typically see. But it's nice to have that wide range with not only solid colors, but also the patterns as well. And for your little number 2 pencil, I absolutely love that there are pastel options for this, as well as the darker colors at the bottom. And of course, your range from white to black. It's a really, really nice take on just having that large variety of color within this set. And for the ballpoint pen, you basically get those similar colors that you'll see in real life. So like the blue pen, you get the red pen, and you get the black ink pen. So it's really nice to have those options. As simple as it is, these types of items could definitely make a difference when setting up your sim spaces. And for the wire baskets, I'm just going to look at one of them because they all share the same color palettes. But these definitely remind me of like fall colors, and I absolutely love that because a lot of them are like kind of washed out but kind of like pastel-y, but then you also have some really nice deep tones in there too, like the burnt orange or like a yellow, the beigey colors, the tan colors. So this ties in really well with a lot of the pieces in this set. And coming over to the second table we have here, I laid out all of the notebooks within the set, the closed notebooks. So we have different sizes of spiral notebooks as well as some deluxe notebooks. So we have medium, small, we have large, and we have a notepad for the Infinite Deluxe notebook. And then for the spiral notebooks, we have large, we have medium, we have small, and we have also a notepad here too. So looking at the color swatches there, it still follows a really nice fall palette, but you also have some really, really beautiful like blues and turquoise colors at the bottom there. And I really love this. Even though it's a very simple object, it's just really nice to have these notepads laid out for your Sims. And when it comes to the spiral notepad here, we have some really, really beautiful patterns. Like, look at this one. Like, it just gives me throwback vibes, but also modern vibes. And I love how bright and beautiful this is. And looking at the other patterns, you have a variety of cute patterns. You have some like mellow patterns. You have some like the throwback type pattern that we had there that really just puts out a pop of color. And of course, if your Sims like cats, there's some cat patterns here as well. You got ones that have plants on them or flowers. And I absolutely love this one. This is probably one of my top favorite patterns used without this set. Like, who doesn't like donuts? Like, I just love having the option for a donut pattern. Now, coming down here to the third table I set up, we have the open versions of these notebooks. So we have an open version of the spiral notebook. We have an open version of the deluxe notebook. We have one of the leather notebook that I did set up on another table at the top right, if you can see it. And then we also have an open version of the smaller notepad. Going through the color swatches, there are some really cute details with these open notebooks, because not only do you get the pattern on the underside, you also get some cute little scribble, but you do get some really cute little doodles of cats, and there's several different types of doodles for these. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through those. As you can see, the bottom of the notebook does change depending on the pattern, but you also get a really nice variety of writing scribbles and also some of those cat doodles. So I thought that was a really cute little touch that we have here. So the same thing here with the open notebook here. We get the cat doodles, we get the writing scribbles. It's really cute. And then cycling over here to the little mini notepad, you do get a majority of those same type of swatches. And I really like that there's a smaller version for this. So you don't always have to have just an open two-faced book. You can have a small little notepad off to the side as well. And when it comes to the leather notebook, you get more of the muted type of colors. So some really nice pinks, blues, reds, and blacks there. Now on the side here, we have a digital timer clock that comes in English. We have a Simlish version, and then we have a CD stand or CD player. This is the standing version. I also put the wall version over here. So looking at the color swatches on these and just zooming in, you can definitely see, especially with the start and stop button on the timer, you can see the difference between the English and the Simlish, and I really like having that variety or having those options within your game. So coming over here to this item, we do have those same type of pastel colors and the range of the white to dark with some really nice beigey colors in there. The same thing with the timer as well. And I really like how these pastels look on these particular objects. They're very bright and beautiful without being too harsh. Now for the CD player, this was an interesting take on some like contrasty colors, which I really like about it. You're not getting the whole thing being one color, which I thought was really interesting and can tie into a lot of the objects within this set. So you do get like yellows and greens, you get pinks and reds. Even with the black one, you get a little bit of brown in there. And this is probably my favorite one with the white and the like light blue color. You get different tones of pinks, you get that purple with that hot pink. Like it's actually a really interesting item, but also with the color palette, absolutely beautiful choices. Now moving over to my favorite pieces of this set. So we have a circular mouse pad here, and then we have the large desk mat. And the reason why these are my favorite pieces is because we don't see a whole lot of desk mats like in The Sims or with CC items in general. So I personally use one myself. It's just one solid color, but with the CC set, you do get a wide range of patterns here. You might see some familiar artworks, but you get like some really awesome looking color swatches here. And they tie in beautifully with the rest of the pieces of the set. You can go for a more artistic vibe, or you can go for a cutesy vibe. You got that donut pattern again. You have some patterns with the cats also. You can do something really simple and just like mellow for your space. Or you can do something vibrant like that modern / throwback pattern that we have here. But it's absolutely gorgeous. And for the circular notepad, you pretty much get those same patterns throughout on these color swatch options. And you can definitely like make these cohesive as well. So if you wanted to use the Starry Night background here, you can definitely use the Starry Night on the circular pad as well to match that desk mat that you have. But you also have some solid colors within the circular mouse pad. So even if you chose something more artistic and vibrant on the desk mat, you can definitely choose a solid color when it comes to the circular mat to kind of make everything like pop a little bit. I do kind of wish you had the same solid color swatch options on the desk mat that you get on the circular mouse pad, just to kind of like mix and match a little bit, have a pattern on a circular mouse pad and then a solid color on the large desk mat, but that's absolutely fine. I know some people just use a desk mat like me, but you also get some that have a combination of a desk mat and still have a smaller mouse pad as well, just for some elevation, or some of those mouse pads have a little like wrist rest on them. So you can definitely mix and match them here. Like with this solid pink color for the circular desk mat or the circular mouse pad, you can definitely go back to the desk mat and choose something like this and put them together and definitely bring a different vibe to your sim spaces. Moving on to the next table that I have here, this is where I set up the leather notepads or the notebooks. So we have a large one, we have a medium one, we have a small, and we have the notepad. And then off to the right side, I have the little calculator in both English and Simlish. And then we have a digital clock back here. Now, it's not a functional clock, but when we cycle through the color swatches, you'll see that the time will change depending on the color that you chose. But the most interesting thing, and probably my second favorite piece here, are the little sonoscape ear tones. Because not only are we getting like a really nice like laid out version, but we also get one that's like jumbled up. And I really like that touch there. And these also do have their own color swatches as well, which tie in nicely with this set. We have some wireless headphones in the back there, and then we have some wired headphones, which kind of look like the ones that you'll use with like a Walkman or like a portable CD player. It definitely gives me that vibe. But looking at the color swatches here, we do have like those nice muted colors we saw earlier on the open one. So we have a black, we have a really nice orangey brown, we have blue, and we have a really nice pink swatch as well. And if you look closely, each of these leather notebooks come with a pen, and it comes with a little strap that holds the pen, and that pen will change the color depending on the swatch that you choose, which I thought was a really nice, interesting detail. So cycling through the color swatches for the calculators, we get some really nice pastels for this item as well, and they absolutely look beautiful on this item. I have to say, like, the pink one is definitely my favorite, but you do get that range of the white to black as well. And when it comes to the headphones here, so we'll look at the little Walkman headphones, so you get those same type of colors as well. And I do like the variety of these color swatches. I'll probably say that over and over again in this video, because it's just really nice to have that variety. Like, even if you're setting this up for someone who is more girly, or even someone who might be a little bit more masculine, or maybe like a business type of space or professional business type of space, or just a teenage bedroom, or even the bedroom of a child, you have some really nice color swatches to tie into whatever theme that you are making their room. So as you can see there, we did change the color swatches for the smaller AirPods. Now moving on to this digital clock here, so you can see as I'm cycling through the color swatches, the time will change on the face of this clock. So you see 22:47, so in 5:03, 7:44. So it's nice to have the range of like military time versus normal time. Moving on to the next table here, this is where we have our electronic items. So you do see the SimBook Pro. There is a Deco version with no mouse. Then we have the SimBook Pro Deco version. This one comes with a mouse. We have the SimTech Workstation, and then we have the SimBook Pro. Now these last two items do not have the deco on there, so you have to pay attention to what you're placing down. If you want a functional computer in your Sims homes, you have to choose the options that do not say deco. Those will be the ones that are functional. In the back here, we have the PadGuard Luxe case, which is just a case for the sim pad that we have that is also functional. And then we have the cell phone items. So the back of the phone where we'll see the color more clearly. And then we have the front of the phone where we'll just see the blank face of the phone. Now going through the color swatches, I really like how Picard did these color swatches here, because we do get those really nice pastel colors, but we have it like a two-toned, and some of them have kind of like those contrasty ones as well. But it's nice to have the different colored keyboards. And I know for, a lot of people who set up their gaming space or their workspace, you might switch out your keyboards to match a certain theme that you're going for. So it's really nice to have those different color tones there. Now for this little iPad workstation, it's nice to have those different colors throughout as well. So on the edge of the iPad itself, on the keyboard, under the mouse, you'll see those color changes. There's also a really nice detail within the inside of the little stand for the tablet. And you can definitely see how those change here. We do get those really nice pastel colors. And I absolutely love this pink with the white trim. It definitely pops and looks really, really pretty. But so does this purple one. Like I love that. And then we have like a really nice blue one, and then we have like this, whatever that color is, like it's like a lavender, but it's actually really pretty. And then you have ones with a black trim instead. And moving on to the color swatches for the iPad case, you do get those really nice solid colors, like I mentioned before, that could match the stylus that we saw. But you also get some really nice patterns here, and these will be pretty much the same patterns that you'll find on the large desk mat, which I thought was a really, really nice touch, because this can kind of, even if you don't utilize a lot of the options within this set or a lot of the items within this set, you can definitely put this down in your Sims room next to their tablet and give them, an accented piece of artwork, or just throw their personality in there with just a simple item. Like it really brings out a lot of character wherever you place this. So I'll probably be using a lot of these items in this set, especially when I go back and redecorate Miko's room from my Miko's Journal series. And looking at the tablet, you can definitely see all of the pastel colors that we have. And then of course your standard range of white to black. And for the phone cases, you get those same color palettes. So those pastels and that range from white to black. And moving on to the next table, we have all of the storage items here. We have an organizer ensemble for folders. We have the tall box. We have the tray, just a standard organizer here. Now with this particular item, I did see on Picard's Tumblr that they posted a little work in progress picture showcasing how they set up certain items within this organizer. Now if you're really good with the move objects cheat, or even if you use the tool mod, you can definitely set up each of these like individual pens and erasers and notebooks in a really nice order or particular setup to really bring out a lot of detail within these little storage containers, the same way that you can do with the wire baskets as well. Looking at the color swatches, we have a really nice large palette of not only those muted tones but some darker tones. You have some pastels in there. It definitely flows through with that fall palette again, and I absolutely love that because there's a lot of variety here. A lot of those bookcases with the books on there, the books might come in different colors. So if you throw this on the shelf, depending on the color that you choose, it could be a nice tie-in to those book colors, but it could also be a nice accent color as well. Now moving on to the last table here, we do have a power hub junction, which is parentheses, it says on, and the reason for that is because the plug is up, meaning that it looks like you could plug it into the wall. So then we have one that says off, and that just means that the plug is laying on the floor, so it's not currently being used. And then we have a space warmer, which is a deco item, so it's not functional, but it is a really cute addition to this set. And it comes in a variety of really nice color swatches as well. And then we have a power strip, the left version of this power strip. And I'm just gonna say for these last three items, it most definitely is user error. Maybe there's something in my game that is keeping these from showing up properly, but it's supposed to be a floor version of the phone charger. And then we have a wall version for that phone charger. And then we have the right version of that power strip that you see right here. So right now they're showing up as pens, just like plain white stylus pens for me. But you can see in the little thumbnail, the phone charger for the floor. Like, I'll just paste a picture here for the promo pictures or the work in progress pictures that 𝘱𝘭𝘭 posted on their Tumblr. So you can kind of get an idea of how that floor charger is supposed to look, because it's supposed to kind of go into the sockets. And it looks really cool, and I'm kind of upset that it's not working for me. But like I said, I'm sure it's user error because they showed up perfectly for the creator. But looking at the color swatches that we have, you have that nice range from white to black. And then you also have some nice pastel colors as well. Now, we don't typically get items like this in CC sets. Like, I know we have our wall outlets, we have our light switches, but it's actually really, really nice to have just the plugs in general. Even if you just have them laying out somewhere, this is such a nice addition to just laying this out anywhere in your Sims homes. Now, coming back to the color swatches for the space warmer, as you can see, I'm cycling through them via the thumbnail here because it wasn't letting me change it while it's sitting on the table, but it's definitely a nice little addition to this CC set. So coming back into live mode, I'll show you guys what the which items are functional. So looking at the little tablet computer that we have here, you can click on that and get your same interactions as any regular computer. The same with the SimBook Pro here, your standard computer interactions, and then for the tablet you get your standard tablet interactions as well. So those are the only options or the only objects that are functional within this set, which I thought was really, really nice. I like that we get another tablet here. So if you made it to the end of this video, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I know that it took 𝘱𝘭𝘭 a while, a long time, lots of hard work to make this CC set of theirs, but it turned out absolutely wonderful and gave us a large variety of clutter to utilize within our sim spaces. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on your notifications so you'll be notified of the next video upload on my channel. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.